Hello you guys and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to show you how I did this look here today. I tried to do like a full cut crease. I haven't done that in like, I think 3 years at least, if not even more. So I wanted to do that today. So if you want to know how to get this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so let's begin. Just like the other times, I just started off by doing my brows and did it one eye off camera so I could see how I want to do every step. So the first thing, of course, I need to start with is priming my eyelid, and like the other times I will use my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot and just dip into it with my flat brush. You can use whatever flat brush you have at home and just start applying it all over your eyelid, and make sure to get it in my brow bone area because I will also be putting a little bit of color around here, and also dragging it out here because we have this going on all the way out to the temple area. So we need to cover that as well. There we go. Now once we have that all laid down, I am going to start off with the first color. Oh, and the palette I am using today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. I think it's pronounced like that. So I'm using that palette, and we are starting out by applying the hot pink shade called Bahamas, and for that I am using a MAC 217S brush, which is a kind of fluffy flat blending brush, and we're just coating that with the pink color, just dust off a little bit of the excess product there is on the brush. I will kind of relax my eye and follow along just above the crease in this kind of winged out shape, because I will do the cut crease, so I want to make sure that you can still see everything. That is why I kind of relax my eye and I just start buffing it in the shape that I want. And don't worry about if you get any of the pink on the actual lid. It doesn't matter because we're going to use concealer to cover it up anyways. And then I will use a clean fluffy blending brush to blend everything out. And this is NYX 17. And I will take that along the edge and start blending everything. Try to keep the tip of it like straight on the color and hold it like this so you don't get a too firm grip on your brush. And then start going in circular motions, both forward and backwards, I think. So you're shifting between this motion and this motion. You know what I mean. So now we have this nice blend here, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the purple shade called Canis, and I will use that on a very small, thin, almost like a liner or a brow brush, and start applying it along where the shape of the cut crease that I want to go is laying as well. So we'll get this kind of darkness around where I'm going to put the gold liner. So I'm just lightly dipping into the purple, and we're starting to lay down the shape. And once that is laid down, I'm just going to apply a little bit more just to make sure it gets a little bit more intense. So kind of like this. And then I'll take a small pencil brush. This is one from Zoeva and it's called the Luxe Crease brush. And I'm using just the very tip of this to kind of buff out the purple shade so it looks more seamless and more blended. I also was in quite a pickle earlier today because I was sitting here doing my makeup and I just completed this eye, and then when I got to putting on my eyelashes, I just realized that I had no more lash glue because I had a client Saturday that I was doing some makeup on, and she had to wear false eyelashes, and she got to get my lash glue because I didn't have much left and she didn't have any in the pair of lashes that she bought. So I was like, I'm going to buy a new one anyway, so you can just get mine. And that was great until I sat here with everything on this eye but eyelashes, and I couldn't put eyelashes on because I didn't have any glue. So I just had to put on my sunglasses and rush down to the store and buy some lash glue. And I walked around in the store with my sunglasses on, which is a little weird to do because it's not that sunny outside today and it's in a mall. So I think the sales assistants might have thought, why is she wearing sunglasses inside? But it was better than them seeing me with like one whole eye, like almost complete, and then nothing on this side. Now that that is done, I am going to take my concealer and do my cut crease. I am just going to skip this step because it will be very long and boring for you to look at, and I'm not sure I can concentrate on both having myself in focus of the camera and be doing that. So I will be back in just a second. And back again. So I just did the cut crease on my lid, and now we are going to apply the pink shimmer that I have, and that is of course also from the palette, and that is the one called Polymo, I think. And we're going to apply that to the half inner side of the cut crease and leave a little bit of a gap between the purple and pinks that we have here and then the glitter that you put on, because we are going to apply the gold liner between that gap. And for the pink shade, I am just using a very small rounded flat brush, and I think this is a one from NYX and it's called number 14. And I'm just going to take that and slowly apply it, or not slowly but carefully apply it to my cut crease, and of course, as I said, leaving out that little gap on the eyes. I don't know why, but somehow for me doing like a full cut crease like this, it's always kind of hard because I feel like my eyes are two different shapes. This side here is kind of more saggy because I sleep a lot on this side. So this is always like my good eye, everything looks good, everything looks great. My eyeliner on this eye always look the best. And then we have this eye, which is just always horrible, or not horrible, but it's always way worse than this side over here. So you see, now it looks like this, and we have this small gap here. And then we are going to take the same brush that we used with the hot pink shade and dip into the hot pink and just kind of buff it between the shimmery pink and the bare part that we have here. And then we are again going to take the small pencil liner brush that we used with the purple, and we're going to outline from the outer edge here of the eye and then all the way to where I kind of put that purple here as well, but still keep that gap in between the colors because we are going to apply the gold on the eyelid as well. And what I'm doing now is I am just slowly blending the purple color into the pink one, so we'll get a nice transition. And just taking a little bit more of the pink. So now we have this shape, and then we are going to use the gold on the kind of bare part between the two colors, and the one I am using is one from YSL. I don't know if you can get this anymore, because if at least where I bought it off a very low discount because it discontinues from the store that I work at where we sell makeup. So, but you can use whatever you have, just, you know, a glitter liner. It doesn't have to be this particular one, just whatever you have. And now that I have applied that, I am just going to take a little bit more of the purple again on the brush and make sure that I don't have that. Right now I have this gap between the purple and the gold, so I'm just going to fill that out. So there we go. And for the last step before the lashes, I am just going to take my finger and dip into the gold color called Inheritance and just dab it like in the center between the shimmery pink and the matte pink. And you don't need a lot of this because it's very intense, so just a light dab on the center of the eye and kind of dabbing around the area as well to blend it out, so we don't just have like a random gold spot in the middle of the lid, but so it actually looks blended out with the rest of the colors, kind of like this. There we go. That is almost it for this eye. I will just pop off a second and just apply lashes on this eye, and then I will be back to finish the lower lash line. So yeah, be right back. There we go, back with lashes on. Now we are going to move on to the lower lash line, and of course we need to prime that first. So again, I'm just taking my primer, MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and we're taking that on the same flat brush. This time I'm just dipping it more into the tip and just putting it on my lower lash line here. And we're just going to use my finger to kind of blend it in. And there we go. Once that is laid down, I am going to take first, I think I'm going to start off with the pink shade in the palette, the hot pink one, and I'm just using the other end of this brush because there is a pencil brush on this end. And we're dipping into Bahamas and applying it on the lower lash line. There we go. And once I have that on like I wanted to, I'm just going to take the fluffy blending brush that I used to apply it on the top lid, and we're just going to blend it out. Blend it out. And I'm slowly blending it up to the purple here, so we just get a more of a transition between pink and the purple. And you don't have to worry about getting the pink all over the place because we can just remove that later or fix that later when we apply the base. I'm just going to take a little bit of the purple with the small pencil brush that we used before and kind of blending that in with the pink. So now we have that laid down. I'm just going to take a quick look, see if everything is as blended as I would like, see if I need any more color anywhere, if I've lost any of the color somewhere and I need to reapply it. And once that is done, I will be back with my whole base on, and yeah.
We're scaring those things away.
Now that is what I'm going to do for now. Give me a minute and I will be back with my base on. Ta-da! Here we are back with the finished look. So I just applied my whole base, added mascara to the lower lash line, I added a lip, I added some brow gel in my hair. I also did go ahead and add the gold Inheritance color on my inner corner as well to make it pop. And I took my blush a bit higher up so it kind of blends in with the pink that we have going on with the eyes. And yeah, that is it for this look. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below so you can keep seeing more of me whenever I upload, because why the hell not? And yeah, that is it for this video. So yeah, thank you for watching and bye.